How's it going? I'm That Ginger Photographer. This video is going to be all about how to make your photos look more cinematic in 3 easy steps. These are just 3 tips that I've picked up recently because I've been trying to do more cinematic photos, street photography. I work full-time as a photographer, I do food and drink photography, and I do commercial headshot photography. And getting out there with a camera on a night, just taking some street photos, is just me keeping my passion and keeping my hobby alive more than anything. I rarely get clients asking me to go out. Well, rarely. I never get clients asking me to go out and get some cinematic street photography. So these photos are just for me. These 3 tips have massively improved my street photography to look more cinematic. And the last one is kind of cheating a little bit, so that's why I've saved it till last. Probably because it's not really a tip, it's just cheating. When you think of cinematic photos, I'm assuming, if you're like me, you think of like The Dark Knight Rises, something like that. Something that looks like it could just be shot on the big screen. Usually they're like less contrasty, they've got a certain glow about them, they've got certain colours that complement each other, like orange and teal for example. And that is what I think of when I think of cinematic photography. So the first thing I've found that massively helps when doing cinematic photography is to have a subject in the photo. Whether you're going out with somebody and you're taking portraits, or whether you're doing street photography on your own, having a subject in the photo massively helps it look more cinematic. It adds drama, it adds a bit of a story, and it leaves the viewer wanting to know more as well. So if you're going out with somebody taking portraits, or if you're going out on your own, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you've got a subject in the photo. When I went out on my own, I waited for people to pass through my frame. I composed my image ready. As soon as I went through, I took the photo. And again, it just massively improved the results that I was getting. Second is the use of lights that are available. When I went into the big cities, I was drawn more towards the neons, like a moth to a flame. So go towards neon lights, go towards big shop signs, go towards bars and restaurants that are lit up beautifully and utilise those. I've done both when it comes to using lights. When I've been out taking portraits, I've asked my subject to stand near the neon lights towards the shop lights, and I photographed them, and you get a real nice glow from those kinds of lights. Not only that, but you're usually getting colours that are different to what you'd normally see. You can go and get red neon signs or blue shop signs, and you can make use of those colours in your photos. And lastly, when I said it feels like cheating, it's probably because it is. This is my last tip. I bought this little £30 mist filter off Amazon, and the effect this has had on my photos is incredible. It's helped them look so much more cinematic. It creates a kind of haze around all of the lights that you've got in your photo. It reduces the contrast, and it also makes any lights look like they're almost glowing. So I can't recommend getting one of these enough. All the photos you've seen in this video are shot with this mist filter on the camera, so definitely worth the investment if you want to make your photos look more cinematic. If you want to see how my first attempt at street photography went, watch this video. If not, I'll see you in the next one. I love you, bye.